I'm David Graham. Was the first intake for the English medium high school, which started 2012, 10 years ago. And then I matriculated 2016, so class of 2016. Well, definitely sitting in the first assembly, culture shock. I think you sit there, you don't know what's going on, you're just looking at one another. How does this work? How am I ever going to know what's going on here? And yeah, it was definitely a slow burner at the beginning. First grade 8, 9 and 10, you feel like I'm no closer to speaking German than I was in primary school. And then I think by grade 11, grade 12, you get into it, and you start coming to assemblies and you know what's cracking, and like you start picking up words and your vocab gets better. I think, yeah, it was definitely really good, really positive. I think near the end I felt really empowered. After the German school I went to Wits, luckily just up the road here, so if I was ever feeling nostalgic or missing I could come pop past. But yeah, so I started doing economics. That was my undergraduate degree, so economics and insurance. And then in 2020 I did my honours in economic sciences. So yeah, it was really something that I think from my time at the German school I picked up business studies, and yeah, I think maybe that's where my passion for it started. I think if you had asked me in grade 10 what would I study, I probably wouldn't have been able to tell you, but as you get older you start picking up like your interests and your passions, and luckily those two aligned with how I finished off high school and then what I studied. And then at the moment I'm working for a management consulting firm, all remote, working from home, but yeah, working on some really cool projects throughout Africa. One was actually for a youth unemployment initiative, which was backed by the German Development Bank, so that was quite a cool project, and it was my first project. So I think to work on something like that, it just felt like a bit of stars aligning, all coming back to the German school, I'd say. Solid education, that's a given. I think more like personal skills, interpersonal relationships. I think from what I remember at the DSJ, a lot of things about like teamwork and working in groups, and I think that's something that I practice every day in my current job, but also at university. You work a lot in groups and with people you may not be familiar with or share the same background, but that experience at the DSJ, that's every day here. Some people can hardly speak English, but you learn to respect everyone's culture and backgrounds and try and work together. And I think that collaborative, mindset that the DSJ has definitely helped me in. I think definitely enjoy it with regards to German. Just try to take it on as much as possible. Practice your vocab, kids. No, I think definitely just, try and enjoy it, and it always feels like a slow start. You feel like I'm never going to be able to even speak a word. And by the end I managed to get B1, and that was great. I think also just try and make the most of every day here. I think, you don't realize it, but you're going to go from class of 15, 16, maybe 20, and you're going to go sit in a lecture room with 400 people, and you'll be like, yo, I miss that class and getting some attention from the teacher. But yeah, I think also just try and really find something you're passionate about with whatever subject it is, or whether it's a sport or a cultural activity. I think the German school, you can definitely practice and express that passion, and if that's what you want to do going forward, just make the most of it. And I think, yeah, for me it was definitely found a bit of a passion and just run with it, and I think that always serves you well. Just like to say, I'm really grateful to have attended the DSJ. I think 10 years of the English medium high school, the fact it's still going is a big achievement, and I'm sure it's come on leaps and bounds from when we started. And yeah, just really grateful for my time here and all the experiences I shared, and yeah, I'll always remember my time here.